we are back at it, vlog 15. I'm very sore still. Saturday was a potato day. Sunday was a write-off day because my back was still crippled. Today I'm not too bad. So I'm in the gym, trying to just do a bit of a restoration session. That's a hard word. Yeah, doing a restoration session. So it's just gonna be a few heaves, maybe some throwing, depending how the back feels, and just start that transition into strongman. As I've been alluding to or banging on about, whatever you want to say, that's in 8 weeks' time. So, got to train for it. It's a heavy comp. I'm excited. Don't mind doing the speed heaves, you get a lot of benefit just from doing a couple of reps, but you just have to do lots of sets. But it's like any speed work, the intent is to do it as fast as possible over many sets with a few reps, because if you do a set of 10 speed work, it's not true speed work, which generally means you have the load wrong. But I'm not the best at chin-ups, so just doing sets of 2 is fine. It also gives me a good gauge as to how my lats and my biceps and everything are. Just doing a couple of reps as fast as possible, see what strains. At the moment it's my elbows. They hurt quite a bit. So a lot of the stuff I'm doing tonight involves loading and mobilising my spine, because that's the bit that hurts. So between the heaves, the pen lay rows, now we're doing kettlebell swings. After that I've got some kettlebell rotations. So trying to hit in as many planes as possible through decompression, then loading, mobilisation. With any luck, it'll feel better tomorrow. So instead of being a 31-year-old that feels like a 60-year-old, I'm a 31-year-old that feels like a 40-year-old. Then I'll just continually chip away at that for the next couple of days. Get it feeling really good, and then if any luck, the nervous system will have recovered. I can start hitting some heavier event-style training over the next upcoming weeks to get me ready for this competition. So is the plan. So I ended up cutting last night's session a little bit short, purely because I was training with Tash, and she didn't feel it was appropriate to be throwing bags over a bar at 8:30 at night. Apparently it was too noisy. So I'm doing that now. It's a more appropriate time, being 3:30 in the afternoon. My spine's probably about 70% better from last Friday, which is good. So I'm just giving a bit of a roll out, then I'll lay on the roller, mainly in my low lumbar, to gauge if it's pinching or not. Because if it pinches, then I can't get into my triple extension overly well, because it hurts. And you kind of need to have a good triple extension position when throwing bags and lifting logs and all of that sort of stuff. You want to be up on your toes nice and high. Again, another thing I'm not the greatest at, so I was watching some stuff from MST Systems last night. Shane German, he's a whiz kid in the strongman community. He's been doing it for a very long time. And he talks about emphasising or over-exaggerating being up on your tippy toes when you throw the back. So you'll be like hips forward on your toes and just hold that toe position. So that is the plan for the first part of this session. I'm just going to use a light bag as well. Other considerations I have in the back of my mind this week, particularly after a powerlifting meet is minimizing axial load. Not completely remove it, but where in a training cycle you're probably working up the 85 to 95% or percentiles if we're using proper English. This week probably, as soon as it starts to feel heavy, it's generally a good indication that the nervous system's still not quite recovered. So I'm going to be doing bag throwing into my makeshift frame. I've still got to go to Bunnings and get a couple of bits and pieces to make it a little bit more user-friendly. At the moment, it's just 2 sets of harness handles tied together with some paracord. So if I run too fast, I will take out my calves, and I don't want to do that. But I need the higher pick. So that's why I've got that in the interim, so they're just strongman things after all. As you can see, I still haven't fixed it. Well, replaced it's probably a more appropriate word. I have attempted to fix it with 10 peg and some gaffer tape. It's holding up okay. As long as I don't land on it, it's fine. It's about 3.2 meters at the moment. So 3.2 should be one hand bag. Quite comfortable, I reckon. So, it's not bad. I'm feeling a bit. Should be right. It's only 3.8 meters. It's only a 10 kilo bag. So I should get yeeted pretty high, if I'm being frank. Clear that with ease. It's good. I was going to take it easy. But a 10 kilo bag's too easy. So I'm going to have a crack at the 20 kilo bag. Current height's about 4.2. See if we get our first shot. Be nice. It's okay, the pipe's still intact. And just remember, if you can't fix your problem with duct tape, you haven't used enough. I might have to retract my statement about using more duct tape. I'm sure it'll fix my problems. Fix it completely. They're still hanging in there, let's be honest. Guess I might have to go to Bunnings. Just gotta stop hitting the bar. Anyway, onto my contraption that is my frame at the moment. 2 sets of farmer's handles, docking, with some rope in the middle. I can't run too fast, I was going to take out my calves. So, just gonna be for weight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So with Nationals concluded, I can now officially start working and dedicating all my time to preparing for strongman stuff, which is actually fun. By the way, I have t-shirts for sale now if you would help me get over to Ireland and actually get something for your money. Tonight we got some log press, the potential head warmed up somewhat, and then after that, to Tash's disgust, we're doing some bench, because we can't get rid of bench entirely. If you are interested in purchasing a t-shirt to help me get across the island, the link will be in the description below. So, we're up to 90 kilos on the log. Back's been a bit spicy since the competition. It's just one way of working through it, load it up and get some range. So I can't quite remember what I've spoken about the last couple of days. It's all been a bit of a recovery blur as trying to get the body fixed and back to some sort of level of functioning so I can hit the weights I need to hit over the next 2 months or so as I prep for Ireland, as I've been banging on about. As I mentioned earlier, I've got some t-shirts up for sale. I've got a limited design that I've put up for Ireland. I think it's pretty cool. It's a 4-leaf clother with a Celtic design. You can follow them via the link in the description below. It'd be great if you buy one or two, or even just pass it along. I know this channel at the moment is not getting a huge heap of attention. Like anything, with enough time and perseverance, it might grow, it might not. See what comes of it. And I've helped a few people along the way. Fantastic. So, as I transition into strongman again, post powerlifting comp, particularly for this week, it's a case of trying to keep a bar off my back per se, remove a lot of the axial loading. I find that it'll just inhibit recovery so much more, whereas it's important to keep moving. And as Dave Tate has spoken about previously on his podcast, that sort of thing, coming from a conjugate background and the weights that they move, irrespective of it's a maximal effort attempt or not, you're still going to have some potential for microfractures through your vertebra. So it's a good idea just to get it off your back for a little bit, regardless of how conditioned you are to your sport. If you're looking at longevity like myself, I want to be doing this for a very long time. Longevity definitely is key, and looking after the body as best I can now whilst abusing it within acceptable levels to get better at these sports. It's a fine balance. So at the moment I'm looking with my strongman programming, like the Prep for National series I put up. I'll be, before every session, having up what I'm actually doing. At the moment it's looking like it's going to be 2 hinge based sessions, 2 press sessions and a moving session on the weekend. Given that it is a 8 event comp, still waiting on the details on the 8th event. Last I've read they were doing some testing on equipment, so I'm not sure what that one's going to be. I'm hoping it's something original and not more Atlas stones like everyone seems to do for strongman. There are other events that they can pick for a final. Time will tell, I guess. But in the interim, it's constant event rehearsals, probably following a similar system where I'll do like a heavy upper, or in this case it'll be a heavy hinge, heavy press, and then some sort of volume hinge, volume press with the moving. I find I recover quite well from moving, except when I get up to those like heavier yokes and things, again because of the axial load and my injury history. See if I do it well. With any luck, I might get some points at the comp, might not. Time will tell. See if I'm actually good at this programming thing for strongman. So far I've managed to avoid going to Bunnings to get a new crossbeam. Yeah. I'm actually using my thinky bits for once and just add a bit of rope in between a piece of my broken PVC. Works quite well so far. The kids have been testing it. Hey Ellie, you gonna test it, see if you can get over the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wait, you've got a trampoline, this could be safe. Nice. Yeah. And that was usually and usually it's like, it's just so big.
As soon as you kind of give him any kind of glance, and it's like,